Let's talk about something that exists behind every successful project, whether it's building a bridge, launching an app, organizing an event, or even planning a wedding. That hidden structure is called the project lifecycle. Most project failures don't happen because people are not talented. They happen because the project did not follow a proper life cycle. So in this video, we're going to deeply understand what the project lifecycle is, why it matters, and how each phase works in the real world. By the end of this video, you'll clearly understand how projects move from an idea to a successful outcome. What is a project lifecycle? Every project has a journey. It starts with an idea, then moves into planning, then actual work happens, progress is monitored, and finally the project is closed. This complete journey is called the project lifecycle. In simple words, the project lifecycle is the step-by-step path a project follows from start to finish. No matter how big or small the project is, it always passes through these phases. Think of it like human life. We are born, we grow, we work, we manage responsibilities, and one day the journey ends. Projects behave the same way. What is a project? Before going deeper, let's quickly clarify what a project is. A project is a temporary effort created to produce a unique result. Temporary means it has a clear start and a clear end. Unique means the outcome is different every time. For example, developing a mobile application is a project. Constructing a building is a project. Launching a new product is a project. But routine work, like daily office operations, is not a project. Understanding this difference helps you apply the project lifecycle correctly. The 5 phases of the project lifecycle. Most organizations across the world follow 5 major phases in the project lifecycle. Initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and controlling closure. These phases give structure, clarity, and control to the project. Now let's go through each phase in detail. Phase 1. Project initiation. The initiation phase is where the project is born. This phase answers the most important question: should we even do this project? At this stage, we are not talking about details. We are talking about purpose. Why is this project needed? What problem does it solve? Is it feasible? Who are the key stakeholders? In this phase, organizations evaluate whether the project aligns with business goals and whether it is worth investing time and money. One of the most important outputs of this phase is the project charter. The project charter officially authorizes the project. Without it, the project does not exist formally. It defines the project objective, high-level scope, key stakeholders, project manager authority. Think of the initiation phase like deciding to build a house. You ask yourself, do I really need this house? Can I afford it? Where will it be built? If the answers are clear, the project moves forward. Phase 2. Project planning. This is the brain of the project. If initiation decides what to do, planning decides how to do it. And let me be very clear here, most project failures happen because of poor planning. In this phase, the project team creates a detailed roadmap. We define what exactly needs to be done, how long it will take, how much it will cost, who will do the work, what risks might occur. Planning covers multiple areas. Scope planning ensures we clearly know what is included and what is not. Schedule planning breaks the project into tasks and timelines. Cost planning defines the budget. Resource planning identifies people, tools, and materials. Risk planning prepares us for uncertainties. Communication planning ensures everyone stays informed. All of this comes together into one master document called the Project Management Plan. Think of planning like creating a detailed blueprint before constructing a building. Once construction starts, changing the blueprint becomes expensive and risky. Good planning saves time, money, and stress. Phase 3. Project execution. This is the phase everyone waits for, the action phase. Execution is where plans turn into reality. Teams start working on tasks. Deliverables are produced. Resources are used. Stakeholders begin to see actual results. But execution is not just about doing work. It's also about managing people, expectations, and quality. The project manager plays a crucial role here, assigning tasks, motivating the team, resolving conflicts, ensuring work follows the plan. This is also the phase where most of the budget is spent. Execution requires strong leadership, clear communication, and constant coordination. In simple terms, if planning is the map, execution is the journey itself. Phase 4. Monitoring and controlling. Many people think monitoring comes after execution, but that's not true. Monitoring and controlling runs alongside execution. While the team is working, the project manager is constantly asking, are we on schedule? Are we within budget? Is quality acceptable? Are risks under control? This phase ensures the project does not drift away from its goals. Performance is measured by comparing planned progress with actual progress. If deviations are found, corrective actions are taken. Change control is also a major part of this phase. Any change in scope, cost, or schedule must be evaluated and approved. Without monitoring and controlling, projects quickly suffer from delays, cost overruns, and scope creep. This phase acts like the navigation system of the project. Phase 5. Project closure. The closure phase is often ignored, but it is extremely important. This phase formally ends the project. The final deliverables are handed over. The client or sponsor gives formal acceptance. Contracts are closed. Team members are released. Project documents are archived. One of the most valuable activities here is capturing lessons learned. What went well? What didn't? What can be improved next time? Closure ensures the organization benefits not just from the project outcome, but also from the experience. A project is not complete until it is properly closed. Final summary. Every successful project follows a life cycle. Initiation gives direction. Planning gives clarity. Execution delivers results. Monitoring provides control. Closure ensures completion and learning. When these phases are followed properly, projects become predictable, manageable, and successful. Closing statement. If you want to succeed as a project manager, or simply want your projects to succeed, understanding the project lifecycle is not optional. It is essential. If this explanation helped you understand the project lifecycle clearly, then you are already one step closer to managing projects successfully.